Hey, what is going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys 20 AirPods and AirPods Pro tips and tricks that every user should know in 2020. These are very useful tips and tricks that you can use to get more out of your AirPods, and of course a lot of them are hidden and you might not even know that they exist. So here are 20 AirPods and AirPods Pro tips and tricks that every user should know in 2020. Now, first of all, we have some Apple Watch tricks. So if you have your AirPods connected to your Apple Watch, you can go ahead and open the control center of your Apple Watch, and there you can just tap the percentage of the battery, and it not will show you only the battery of your Apple Watch, but also the battery of your AirPods. So you can see right there at the bottom, it will show me how much battery I have left on my AirPods. That's of course very useful. Going ahead and controlling the percentage of battery directly from the Apple Watch without having to take out your phone. Now, if you're playing music and you want to control the volume of your AirPods, you know that you will have to use your iPhone. But if you have them connected to your Apple Watch, you can do that directly from the Apple Watch. So just tap on the Now Playing app, and then you will see right here, I'm playing the music on the AirPods. So you can see right here, audio on the AirPods, and I can go ahead and control the volume using the crown right here. So just scroll up or down to turn up or down the volume of your AirPods or the AirPods Pro. There are a few different ways that you can use to check the battery on your AirPods, and one of them is using Siri. So with the older ones, you double tap on the AirPod to invoke Siri. With the new ones and the AirPod Pros, all you gotta do is just say, "Hey Siri, what's the percentage on my AirPods?" And just like that, you can see it will show you how much battery you have left on your AirPods without having to take out your iPhone. You can take a look at how much battery you have left. You can also use Siri to change the volume of your AirPods. You know that the AirPods and the AirPods Pro as well don't have an actual option to physically change the volume, but you will have to use your iPhone or your Apple Watch. Or if you don't want to take your iPhone out or you don't have an Apple Watch, you can of course do that using Siri. So there are two different ways. So you can say, "Hey Siri, turn up the volume." And just like that, it will turn up the volume a bit, but you can also set it at a specific percentage that you want. Just say, "Hey Siri, set the volume at 80%. And just like that, you can see it will set the volume at any percentage that you want. Now, this is the easiest way to control the volume of your AirPods and the AirPods Pro, of course, using Siri to do that. You can also use your AirPods and the AirPods Pro as a hearing aid. Now, to do that, you will need to go to your settings and go to Control Center. Here you will find Customize Control Center and make sure you have hearing enabled. Now, once you have that enabled, you can go ahead and go to the Control Center of your device and just tap on that icon right there. You have here Live Listen. Now, you can put your iPhone somewhere and you have your AirPod on, and you can listen like to anyone through your iPhone using your AirPods and the AirPods Pro. Just tap right here on Live Listen to turn it on and you're good to go. Now you can see you can use your AirPods as a hearing aid, and that's of course very useful. You can also change the name of your AirPods. So here you go to settings, you go to Bluetooth, you can see I have AirPods Pro there. That's the name that I currently have for my AirPods. All I gotta do is just tap that I button right there, and here it says name, and go ahead and just change the name to anything you want. Now, from this same menu, you can also change the controls of your AirPods. So what pressing and holding does on the left one and what pressing and holding does on the right one for the AirPods Pro, and for the double tap for the older ones. So you will have here press and hold AirPods to go to left, and you will have here noise control or Siri. So basically you can use one to launch Siri, one to activate noise control. So currently, like by default, you will have both of them set at noise control. But if you want to also use one of the AirPods to open, to launch, and dismiss Siri, you can do that simply by choosing Siri on the right or the left AirPod. Now from the same menu, by going to settings, Bluetooth, and then tapping on your AirPods on the I button, you will also find here microphone. Now if you go here, you can choose which of the AirPods you want to use as a microphone. Now you can leave that to automatic, or you can choose always left or always right AirPod. That depending of course on your preference, you can go ahead and choose either one of them and set that to be the microphone. When you get a call or doing something on your AirPods, you can have whichever one you want set as your microphone. Now there is also like a hidden menu with settings for the AirPods, and that can be found by going to settings, go to X Ability, and right here we'll find AirPods. Now if you go here, you will have press speed. You will have the default, and then you will have slow, and then you will have slowest. So you can see right here, you can change the press speed, and also you can change how much you will have to press and hold. Like for example, if you have like enabled noise cancellation, or you have Siri on the other AirPod, you will have to tap and hold for those to activate. You can choose how much you have to hold. Like you have the default, and then you can choose short or shoulder, and that of course will immediately activate one of those features. And if from time to time you use only one AirPod, of course you might want to have noise cancellation enabled on that one, and that can be done from here. So settings, X Ability, AirPods, and at the bottom you will find noise cancellation with one AirPod. Now what this does is that it enables noise cancellation to your AirPod even if you have one of them connected, not both of them. Now if you want to check more details regarding your AirPods, like the firmware, the serial number, you can go ahead and go to settings, go to general, go to about, and then you will find there AirPods or AirPods Pro, depending on which one you have. You just tap on that menu and you will see all the details here regarding your AirPods. So you will see of course the manufacturer, you will have here the model number, the serial number, and the firmware version as well. So if you ever want to know what firmware you have installed on your AirPods, that can be found from here. Now, if you have ever lost your AirPods somewhere around the house and you want to quickly find them, what you can do is just open the Find My app that you have on your iOS 13 device. Now, this is a default app. You don't need to install it. You can find it pre-installed on your iOS 13 device. So just go to the list of your devices, tap on the AirPods or the AirPods Pro, and tap Play a Sound. And what this will do is that it will play a sound on your AirPods, which will allow you to easier find them. So you can play the sound here. You can see left, right, or whenever you're done, you have found them, you can tap the stop button. I don't know if you can hear this. Like, let me just bring one closer here to the mic. You can see that's the sound that they will play, enabling you to easier find them if you have lost them somewhere around the house. If you receive a call with your AirPods on, you can of course answer those calls. If you have the Pros, all you gotta do is just tap and squeeze here, or if you have the older ones, all you gotta do is just double tap and you will be able to basically answer any call that you get without having to take out your iPhone. And that's really cool. Now of course, you take a call, you wanna end it as well, you can do the same. So with the AirPods Pro, just squeeze here. With the older ones like the AirPod 2s and the original AirPods, just double tap on the AirPod to end a call. Now, of course, you might not want to take a call without knowing who is calling you. So with your phone in your pocket and your AirPods on, you can answer a call, but you don't know who's calling you. So what you can do about that is go to settings and go to phone, and right here you will find announce calls. Just choose here headphones and car, or headphones only, whichever one you want, and then it will basically announce the caller before you can go ahead and answer that call. So if you have this enabled, your AirPods on, it will tell you who's calling you, and then you can use the gesture that I just showed you in order to go ahead and answer that call. Now with the AirPods on, you can also have Siri read you messages. So you receive a new message, you want Siri to read it to you without having to take out your phone. With your AirPods on, of course, all you gotta do is just go to settings, go to notifications, and you will have announced messages with Siri. Make sure you have this enabled, and then of course Siri will announce those messages for you as soon as you get them while you have your AirPods on. Now, something that I believe is very important for every AirPod user is to know what the light indicator on the case means. So you will see like different lights flashing there, so you will have to know what that means for your AirPods and the AirPods case. So if you see no light at all, that means that the AirPods and the case, they're dead and you need to charge them. If you see the amber light with the AirPods and case, that means that the AirPods are currently charging. But if you see that light without the AirPods in the case, there's a less than a full charge remaining in the case. If you see a green light without the AirPods in the case, that means that there is one and more full charge in the case. And if you see the white flashlight here flashing, the white light flashing, that means that the AirPods have been reset and they're ready to connect. Now, if you see the amber flashing light, that means that the AirPods have a pairing error and you will need to reset them. So if you need to reset your AirPods, the first thing you want to do is go to the Bluetooth menu on your iPhone and make sure you tap on the I button right there and just tap forget this device in order to disconnect your AirPods from your iPhone. Now what you need to do is just go ahead, open the case and place both of the AirPods right there on the case. And then with the case opened, you can see here in the back we have this button right here. So what you need to do is just open the case and press and hold that button for about 15 seconds. So just keep pressing right there for 15 seconds and the AirPods will of course go ahead and reset. So let's just wait a few more seconds. And now the AirPods are good to go. They have been reset. You will see now we have the light right there and we can go ahead and connect the AirPods. They're connected and just like that we have reset the AirPods. And last but not least is a trick that will help you preserve a lot of battery on your AirPods. What you don't have to do is just casually open and close the case of your AirPods. Now this has been confirmed and it will drain a lot of battery out of the case. So while using your AirPods, just make sure you take them out, you use them, close the case and never open and close the case because that will consume a ton of battery out of the AirPods case. So that is it for this video, guys. These are 20 tips and tricks that every AirPod user should know in 2020. These tips and tricks are very useful and of course will help you get more out of your AirPods and the AirPods Pro and of course help you perform a lot of tasks faster and of course have a better experience using your AirPods and the AirPods Pro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this and I will see you on the next one.